Hello and welcome to a recap of, what are we going to call this game? DDRace Network, or DDNet, which is this the fourth game we've played on this channel? I think it's the fourth game, right? Yeah, fourth game. Gun Show, Martian Gothic, Urban Myth, DDNet. And this is episode 8, I believe. So DDNet I played for a few days now and I'm ready to move on from it, so I'm going to make my little recap here. Really interesting game. I've thought of a lot of things to say about it. I don't know if I'll get them out here. So, weird game. First, it's a platformer. It's based on a game called T-Worlds, and this is like a community-made version of that, I believe. And it focuses on co-op platforming. There is other stuff you can do. Focuses on co-op platforming. And you jump into a server, like I'm in one right now, where a bunch of people can join. Like, I don't know if it's 60 people, 100 people, something like that, can join, and they're all together in the server, and you have to help each other get through this. And yeah, we'll get to this. So it's kind of like Trackmania, if you've ever played that with racing. There's just tons of people in the server, except you can affect each other in this game. In Trackmania, you drive right through other people, and that's true in certain sections of this, but for the most part, it's based around you have to help each other through the sections, and it's super hard, super hardcore. Lots of swinging around on grappling hooks like you see. So that's sort of the first level of it being hard, is that it's a super hard platformer, and I'm doing okay here today, but you can really fail at this stuff very easily. It's a little bit impenetrable of a game to get into for a couple reasons. First off, it's super hard. Even if it was super accessible, it's just a super hard game. Second off, you have to have a partner. You have to either have a partner or play a dummy character, which the game lets you do. It has a built-in system for playing a dummy character to like rescue yourself and stuff. But that's obviously a workaround for not having a real human partner, so it's not an ideal way to play, and I don't think it's a very fun way to play, but it's a way for you to get through these levels that require a partner without actually having a friend. The main layer of impenetrability of the game that I want to talk about is just like, you go into the game, you do the tutorial, which teaches you the mechanics of like what I'm doing now, how to grappling hook, how to shoot, which is just used for aiming, but some other weapons do stuff. How to jump around, double jump, some common ways you need to get through things. Then you get out of that tutorial and you're launched into a server browser, which is fine. Most people should know how to use that, but the weird thing is there's a bajillion maps, and none of them are really beginner friendly. Almost all of them, if you're not with a partner, which it's not immediately clear that you need a partner in a certain sense. If you're not with a partner, there are hard, like, I don't know if you want to call them soft, I guess they're like soft lock, hard lock, I don't know which they would qualify for, but like, say I'm alone, I go in here, I'm frozen, and I'm stuck in a frozen zone, like I don't fall out of it, so I'm just frozen permanently, and there's no checkpoint. I just have to kill myself and go back. It's very weird coming into the game and not really knowing that that's how the game works. Here's a guy. He wants me to do stuff with him. And you just go on a bunch of maps. You go on maps that are labeled like learn how to play or new person, stuff like that, and they're all like that with permanent freeze. Like, see, I'm permanent froze right now. If this guy doesn't come help me, I'm just stuck here forever. And it doesn't look like he's going to come help me. Yeah, he just ran away. See if he comes back to get me. Let's see. So it's just super impenetrable. I had no clue what was going on. I was like, I can't even begin to make progress in any of these levels at all in any way. And yeah, I don't know if he's going to be able to get back up there. He's not. So I'm just going to kill myself and try to catch up to him. And there needs to be a huge tutorial that's like just teaches you that you need to find a partner or play with a dummy, and how to do that. Really need to teach you how to find a partner, because that's the way the game is supposed to be played. I did it again. And it's just crazy that you're just like, what? All these beginner levels, I'm getting hard locked where I literally can't even begin to do anything in them. So like, they're long levels, even if you get kind of far on your own, which eventually you'll face obstacles where you literally cannot pass them without a partner. But even if you're like, you're making lots of progress, then you just get permanently frozen and have to start the whole level over with no checkpoint. And you have no clue what is going on. Like, is this how it's supposed to work? What am I missing? It's very strange. And just so hard to figure out. Then like, you can go on the Discord and try to figure out what's happening. People give you walls of text on how to like summon a map that might be good for you as a solo player, which there are solo maps, but they're not the real maps. The only real maps are the multiplayer ones where you earn like points that are sort of like reputation points. So everything is kind of jank and community. It's like a community made game. Everything is like very in depth and doesn't work quite like it doesn't lead you into what you need to do. You almost need outside knowledge just to play the game, which is crazy. It needs its tutorial that it has that teaches you the mechanics of like swinging around and stuff, but it needs a tutorial on just like first steps, what you should do first, which is like find a partner and play novice levels. Otherwise, you're just going to be frustrated and have no idea, like, why can't I even begin to make progress in anything here? Oh, here comes somebody. Oh, see. Oh, he killed himself. He must not have known I was there. I was about to save him. The North American servers are also not populated, so I have had a lot of luck running into like one person who wants to cooperate, though. At least in my last couple sessions. My first couple sessions, I didn't, and I was like, just completely locked. You can't even play the game, basically, unless you want to use the dummies, which I don't like doing that in a multiplayer game. I want to play with another person, if that's the intent. So it's just very hard to get into. And then, so last night I played like half a level, I guess, and it was very, very long. And you can get, you can, even as a team, you can get permanently locked. Say we both accidentally stepped in there. We would have to start the whole level over, even if we're way at the end of the level. So it's just a lot. And then after that, I was like, well, this is fun. I was playing with a guy and like a veteran who was kind of guiding us, which it was really fun. I was really enjoying it. Don't kill yourself. But then I quit because it was getting late. And I was like, do I even want to would I even want to start this again and do it again? And I was like, I don't think I do. It would have been really satisfying to have gotten some of those reputation points from beating that level, which I could have beaten it if we played another hour or something. Which I just didn't want to do. And I don't want to start it again and try again, although it was kind of cool, but yeah. Just not as fun as it could be. Oh, excuse me 1 second. I'm going to pause for 1 second because I have something to do. Hang on. Sorry, I will be right back. Sorry about that. This guy is probably like, what is this guy doing? So yeah, I just had a bad kind of first experience of actually trying to get into the real meat of the game. Let's see if he tries to jump up here. I can grab him if he's struggling. Yeah, very weird experience, and very, very tough. And then even when I got into it, I got myself a partner and all that. I was like, do I even want to try this again? And I was like, I don't think I do. I think I'd rather move on to another game in my list, you know? So that's what I'm doing. I think I'm rambling at this point. I wish I had maybe I should have made a little script. But yeah, fun game, fun concept. If it was really set up to like, I almost think like it should just have like level 1 you're forced into or something, or just a really in-depth and smart guide of how to get into the levels you need to, telling you that you really need to team up. Like in the tutorial, there is a part where you need to team up, but it sort of seems like you're done the tutorial and you almost have to go down to a secret area in a way to get to the multiplayer part, and then people are like leaving before that. So that needs to be like mandatory, and it needs to explain things like what you need to do. See right here, if I don't do this perfect, I'm going to get permanently frozen and have to start over the entire level if I don't have somebody with me to help me. Ooh, I did it though. See? I'm now permanently frozen. Imagine being a new player and this is like the first obstacle in the level. That's the experience I was having in every level, even like levels called like noob level or something along those lines. Like you just instantly get frozen and have to start over, or you get past 5 hard obstacles and then you have to start over and you're like, how do I even I can't even begin to make progress on this. And then it is fun when you have a partner, but yeah, tough to find a partner in sometimes. I've had some luck with it. And then super long levels where you can still get hard locked out of them by both ending up like this if no one else is in the level to help you guys out. So cool game, cool. I'm glad I tried it, and I had a lot of fun actually playing a level. But I think I'm going to move on to something else because I didn't feel motivated to like do that level again. It would have been awesome, like I said. I wish if I had another hour to play last night and I finished that level, it would have been really cool, but I don't think I would have moved on to another level. All the levels also have this, they're all built by the community, I believe, and they all have that kind of feel, if you know what I mean, which is kind of cool. But anyway, I know I'm rambling a lot, not making the points I wanted to make possibly, but had some fun with it. It's really impenetrable though for like 3 layers, being it's a super hard game. You have to have a partner, and there's not a huge population, and just navigating to the levels you need to be in, understanding the concept that you need a partner and you guys need to work together, and navigating the server browser to find levels. The new player experience is just really rough. But anyway, I'm going to move on from it. Kind of cool game. I can see why people get into it, and it has a really strong community, I think, in a certain sense. Mostly overseas. In the other servers, the US server is pretty dead. But even when there's like, if you look at a server and there's 3 players in it, one of them might team up with you. Like you see in this server, a couple people have joined. Some people have tried to help me a little bit, but then they just leave or something too. Like they get impatient, which I get, but yeah, it can be a tough experience. If there was 100 players in here, you'd probably be able to team up with someone or different players throughout the level. That would be really cool. Like I'd just be waiting here, and then a couple people would go by. If there was 100 people, you know, it'd be neat. But anyway, neat game, neat concept. Very rough around the edges in many ways. But check it out if you're interested, and keep the things in mind I said. There's a lot of games like this too that are hardcore platformers that, you know, probably are that good user experience beginning user experience, although they don't have the Trackmania server thing where you have like 50 people in the server at once. Although this doesn't have the population for that unless you're playing in the overseas servers, which I did a little bit of that too. I played in like a Mexican server or something, or South America, and I guess probably South America. Some people seem to be speaking English in the chat, but no one would respond to me for help, and I wasn't really running into people, even though there was like 50 people in the server. But yeah, interesting game. I'm going to move on from it, but I did have some fun with the concept, and if it was super popular in the US servers and I had a better first experience, it might be with a little more, or the levels were a little more fun. I just don't feel motivated to keep going. So that is DDNet. Cool game. Check it out, but be mindful of those issues. All right. Thanks for watching. Bye.